You trust an influencer you've never met, more than you trust your own judgment. That might sound dramatic, but it's happening, quietly, every single day. In 2024, over 60% of Americans admitted they've followed advice from influencers on health, money, and even relationships, even when it contradicted their own gut instincts or professional guidance. Why does this happen? What are we really giving up? This video is a wake-up call. We'll uncover the hidden cost of outsourcing your thinking and how to take it back. Stay until the end. The shift happens when you least expect it. It used to be experts, doctors, scholars. Now it's influencers, strangers on the internet, people with perfect lighting and persuasive captions. In the past, knowledge was earned. You trusted someone because of years of education, experience, and proven results. Today, all it takes is a ring light, a trending sound, and a viral moment. A beauty influencer once suggested using cooking spray as sunscreen. Thousands followed. Some ended up with severe burns. It sounds absurd, but it's not surprising. Your brain is wired to take shortcuts. One of the strongest is called prestige bias, a mental shortcut that tells you, if other people admire them, they must know what they're talking about. We don't question the source. We trust the signal. Social proof becomes more powerful than expertise. The more likes, comments, and shares a person has, the more we assume they're credible, even if they're dangerously wrong. Platforms reward this behavior. The more polarizing or entertaining the content, the more visibility it gets. Controversy becomes currency, and charisma starts to replace competence. But here's the cost. When popularity becomes a proxy for truth, you stop thinking for yourself. You begin to outsource your judgment to someone else's brand. You scroll, you nod, you follow. And soon, you're making life decisions based on content designed to go viral, not to help you. And this doesn't just affect what you buy. It affects how you think, what you believe, and ultimately, who you become. Not every viral idea is a good one, and not every piece of advice deserves a place in your reality. The credibility of legacy media is at an all-time low. Only 26% of Americans say they trust mainstream news outlets. Meanwhile, short-form videos, 60 seconds or less, are shaping public opinion, dictating behavior, and even influencing elections. We've replaced fact-checking with vibe-checking. The danger? When anyone with charisma and editing skills can become a thought leader, we stop asking important questions. Who is this person? What do they know? What's their incentive? If you're not asking, you're absorbing blindly. Why do influencers feel so real? Because they simulate intimacy. They talk to you directly, they show you their life, their bedroom, their flaws. This creates what psychologists call a parasocial relationship, a one-way emotional connection. You feel close to someone who doesn't know you exist, and closeness breeds trust. That trust becomes influence. The more you watch, the more you feel like you know them. And eventually, their opinion becomes a filter for your own. It's not your mind anymore. It's theirs, living inside yours. Influencers are not just expressing themselves, they're monetizing attention. Their content is optimized to trigger you, emotionally, psychologically, neurologically. Fear, envy, urgency, validation. The TikTok algorithm prioritizes videos that provoke strong emotional reactions. Why? Because outrage and desire keep you scrolling. This isn't manipulation in the classic sense. It's behavioral design. You were being nudged over and over until what you want isn't even yours anymore. When you spend too much time admiring others, you forget to admire yourself. You postpone ideas. You second-guess your instincts. You ask permission to be who you already are. It starts subtly, copying a quote, mimicking a routine, buying the same brand. But soon, you're building a life modeled after someone who doesn't live yours. You're not living, you're curating. And the cost? Your identity. Influencers aren't evil. They're a reflection of our culture. But when admiration turns into dependency, the consequences are profound. Self-doubt rises. Critical thinking declines. Decision-making collapses. You stop trusting your gut. You outsource your confidence. You wait for validation before taking action. The tragedy isn't that we follow influencers. It's that we forget to lead ourselves. It's not too late. You can reset your mind. But it takes intention. 1. Weekly digital detox. 1 day without consuming influencer content. 2. Pause before you act. Ask, does this resonate with me? 3. Create more than you consume. Write, share, build. 4. Follow ideas, not just people. Read books, study systems, explore science. 5. Rebuild self-trust through reflection, solitude, and honest inner work. This is how you stop drifting and start directing. You were born with a compass. It's called your conscience, your instincts, your values. But it's been buried under a feed. If you've ever felt like you're losing yourself in someone else's voice, maybe it's time to listen to your own again. Because when you do, everything changes. You become the authority. If this video made you think differently, don't stop here. We help you reclaim your mind,